it's time to get the party started. This is Easy Talk Live, featuring your host, Eric Zuley. This is the place to be if you're all about promotion, celebrities, and social media. We'll hook it all up for you with fun, facts, and fascinating talk. Now, here's your host and the main man, Eric Zuley.
Get access to influencing experts. Welcome to Easy Talk Live. Woo! You guys ready to do this? Connect with celebrities and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneuring at its best. Products, news, reviews, interviews, performances, events, even a little comedy. Giving back. CEOs connect with the top CEOs in the industry. And now, get ready for Easy Talk Live. Everybody pull your mobile phones out and put your hands together for the Easy Talk Live Show. It's time to stop doing it the hard way and start doing it the easy way.
Easy way! Hey, the easy way. Oh, easy way. It's the easy way.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another awesome episode of Easy Talk Live. As you do see the banner there, and now you see me. How you doing? So we are here on another awesome episode of Easy Talk Live. And when you're live, I'm just going to forewarn you guys, you do have technical difficulties. It does happen. So we do have the awesome Dr. Tony Odonnell in the back, trying to get his camera working, trying to get his audio going. But we will be bringing him in here soon. And we have this guest, Dr. Tony Odonnell, guys, has done over 15 something books, bestsellers. His information and what he knows, the knowledge, is so invaluable for health and for nutrition and for just your life in general. He's been on Fox, NBC, CBS, CNN. It goes on and on and on. And he's the founder of the Radiant Greens platform, of the Radiant Greens organization, with the best supplements known to man. So Tony, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're not seeing you yet. This show also is featuring an expert panel with stars from The Secret, Laurel Langmeyer and Dr. John DeMartini, Jennifer Huff, Dame Doria Cordova, Dr. Harrison Klein, Kara Scott Dentley, all these amazing people we're going to have on to talk about how small shifts create big changes. And so today's show is going to be really awesome. It's on Voice America. We're on Voice America World Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, multiple other platforms, Player FM, and we're live streaming right now on Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and so many other platforms, DirecTV and Simul TV, and I mean, you can find us all over the place. We're on YouTube. We're on EasyTalk.live. You might be watching us on that website. And guys, we are here. It's a very interactive show. I want to remind you that this is meant to help you virtually shake hands to success. So the success experts that we have are here for you, to interact with you. And I'm going to go ahead and say hello to a Facebook user, Derek. Congratulations, carry on. I appreciate that so much, from New York. Tina J. Ramsey's on here. We have another Facebook user. So if you guys want to be on the show and actually be featured on the show, if you're listening or watching, you want to make sure that you give permission to StreamYard, which is the platform we use, to be able to put you on screen. So this is Easy Talk Live. We are a live interactive show. We've interviewed multiple guests. We've had a lot of success in what we do. And here's a couple of the guests we've interviewed in the past on the show.
Easy Talk Live airs every Tuesday at 4 p.m. PST. Past celebrity guests include Andy McPhee, Anthony Anderson, Carl Weathers, Forbes Riley, Kevin Sorbo, Donna Loken, and Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side. Join us for conversations with celebrity guests on Easy Talk Live.
All right, so there's a couple of the past guests that we've had, and here's an introduction for the show. I hope you guys are ready. Get your pens and paper out. because it's going to be a great educational show. And I'm Eric Zuley. I'm one of the top 10 social media influencers in the world, published as such. And I'm a master connector. I'm a visibility strategist, and I am a 3-time best-selling author, actually, now, with a lot of amazing people in that book showing you how to network yourself to success the easy way. So stay tuned, guys. Here's a little more information on the show.
3/30/2021 on EZ Talk Live. Today's 9-star guest lineup includes Dr. Tony Odonnell, Jennifer Hugh, Kara Scott Dentley, Dr. John D. Martini, Mikey Adam Cohen, Laurel Langmeyer, Sarah Lee, Dame Doria Cordova, and Dr. Harrison Klein. Guest of honor, Harrison Klein is an award-winning personal growth transformationalist, wealth and business growth consultant whose mission is to personally change 1 million lives, connect purchase communities across the globe, and help entrepreneurs, salespeople, executives, coaches, artists, marketers, and healers build multi-million-dollar companies and achieve the best versions of themselves and reach personal and business fulfillment. And expert guest Dr. Tony Odonnell, author of 15-plus books, speaker, TV and radio host, humanitarian, award-winning nutritionalist, as seen on HSN, ABC, NBC, Fox News, CNN, and Talk Radio Network.
Only on Easy Talk Live. Here at eZWay, we are redefining the meaning of digital virtual connection. Check out our upcoming events on the eZWay network. Get the chance to pitch your purpose and connect with the best on the eZWay Wall of Fame after the show. Learn with the masters that specialize in podcasting and accelerating their audience. Connect with who you watch. You will obtain virtual handshakes to success and priceless business advice from those who have thrived. Be a guest on Easy Talk Live. Join us live every Tuesday from 4 to 5 PST at eZWayWallOfFame.com/live. Easy Talk Live.
All right, guys, we're back here on Easy Talk Live, and I want to remind you, it looks like we are getting the technical difficulties worked out. I see Dr. Tony Odonnell now in the back, so we'll be bringing on our guests here pretty soon. But those of you guys out there in radio land and TV land, I want to remind you that we do a golden carpet that helps you network yourself to success, that helps you get out there. And this golden carpet has been known all over the world. We've gotten some of the biggest A-list celebrities imaginable on this carpet, and you can get on the carpet too as well. Go to eZWayWallOfFame.com, eZWayWallOfFame.com, and get a little bit more information, or actually just go to eZWayNetwork.com, and that is our social network that helps you to network and connect with amazing individuals like we have on our show. All right, so it looks like we do have Dr. Tony Odonnell in the back in the green room. So we're going to go ahead and go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have expert galore. I mean, if you want to know about nutrition and health and how to stay healthy and stay away from disease, stay away from problems. I mean, everybody from CBS to NBC to Fox to everybody wants to hear the advice of this gentleman, good friend of mine, proud to call him a friend. And he is an author of over 15 books. So we're really excited to hear from him. And you can go to radiantgreens.com if you want to know more information. But we are going to be right back after this commercial break with Dr. Tony Odonnell, PhD.
The Brain Tap is a unique headset that combines light and sound frequencies with guided meditations. Dr. Patrick Porter, inventor of Brain Tap and member of our faculty, has created 20 to 30-minute course reviews for many of our courses. Before starting a course or at any point before taking the exam, you can put on your Brain Tap, close your eyes, and begin your course review. Brain tapping guides your mind from an awake reactionary mind into an intuitive creative state, then to a place where super learning and healing can occur, with the outcome being a heightened state of consciousness with crystal clear focus. Relax with scientifically proven techniques that create a symphony of brainwave activity, a feeling of calm focus that's just right for learning and productivity. Each session is designed with brainwave balance in mind. Some audio sessions have dual voice processing, which means you may hear two voices speaking at the same time. This technique is used for inspiring left and right brain balance.
Like what you heard, call 424-209-9290 or text BRAIN to 55678. All right, guys. So without further ado, we're going to be bringing in Dr. Tony Odonnell, the nutritionist extraordinaire. And here's a TV show pilot to give you guys a little more information on his expertise that we're going to go ahead and play, and then bring Dr. Tony Odonnell onto the show, Easy Talk Live, with Voice America World Talk Radio and multiple distribution outlets. Guys, get ready, because this is going to be some great information on health and advice, and even being an author, because he's done like 15 books.
You have a text message.
Does it ever feel like it's all too much? Now, Dr. Tony Odonnell is the solution.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tony Odonnell, and I'm
In each episode of The Solution, we'll identify a problem affecting millions.
1 in 88 children, that's a large number, have been identified with autism spectrum disorder. When was your 2 children diagnosed with autism?
We'll meet people struggling with a problem. You'll hear their stories. Then, Dr. Tony's panel of experts diagnose the problem and give their solution.
As a psychiatrist, I see a lot.
With so many important and intense discussions, we make sure each show ends on a fun, positive note, like comedy, cooking, or music. Meet extraordinary people, heroes, and celebrities. Get help with the biggest problems facing us today. You'll be entertained, learn problem-solving techniques, and feel alive. The man with the answers is Dr. Tony Odonnell, a best-selling author, public speaker, and nutrition expert. He's dynamic, inspirational, and smart. You've got problems, he's got the solution.
All right, guys, without further ado, let's bring on Dr. Tony Odonnell. Hey, Tony, how you doing? And we can't hear you, nor can you hear me, but that's okay. We're going to hope and pray that we can get this working and call your tech people. So here's what we'll do. Tony, can you read my lips? Can you read my lips of what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do hand language gestures, because guys, if you listen on the radio right now, we're having a little technical difficulty. We can't hear Tony, nor can we so can he hear me. But as you guys see that he's an amazing influencer. And so, Tony, I'm gonna bring you in the back. Go ahead and maybe I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you can contact somebody to help with the technical difficulty situation. So basically, guys, Dr. Tony Odonnell is an amazing entrepreneur. And so we're going to go ahead and say hello to a couple of eZWay family right there. Hello from San Antonio, Texas. Tom Chesser. Here's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to make a phone. You know what? I'm just going to be really creative here, and I'm going to make a phone call, and we're going to get him on audio on the phone, and then we're going to put him on screen. We're going to make this happen, because that's how we do things the easy way. What's up, J.R.? What's up, Dr. Liddy? My dad, Gucci. I see Gucci. I see you, brother. How you doing? And if we can get them on the phone, we'll see. And then we got a couple fans on here, a couple Facebook users, Tina J. Ramsey, and some people watching right now. So, Tony, are you there? Can we hear you? Nope. Tell your girl, call me. Let's. This is fun. We're having fun, guys. We're having fun getting this to work. So, pick up your phone, Tony. We're gonna get you on the phone here. If we can make this happen. So, guys, by the way, I'm the freestyle king when it comes to being off the cuff and making things happen, because I love freestyle. I love last minute. I love issues and problems like this, because you always beat them. You always beat your obstacles, right? No matter what happens. And so I can't answer that. Right. So, we have Dr. Tony's wife. Hopefully that she's going to pick up the phone here, and we get the show. Look at the party start. Dr. Katie, are you there? I'm hoping I could just get him on the phone and put it up to the microphone, because we're having some technical difficulties here. But if he can get on the phone,
do that. I got the phone right here, and we can do that. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, put him up to the phone so we can hear him, and we'll put him up to the microphone. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
So we can see you, and we'll be able to hear you in a second, Tony, if you're talking on the phone. Are you there?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, guys. Hopefully you can hear him. Let me know if you can hear him or not. Go ahead and post your comments. But hey, Dr. Tony, so glad that we can get you. I know.
Thank you.
we had a little bit of technical difficulties here, but hopefully they can hear you on the microphone. Can you guys hear him okay? Go ahead and post your comments if you can or can't. And we are live, man, on Voice America, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon, DirecTV, Simul TV, just all over the place. So can't wait to hear your advice, your expertise. So our first question for you, Tony. By the way, guys, post your comment. Oh, well, never mind. We didn't hear him, or we hung up. Guys, post your comments and let me know if you can hear him okay on the phone here. But first question for Dr. Tony is going to be, okay, man, the devil just does not like me today, but I will beat him. I will beat him today, I promise. So first question we're going to ask Dr. Tony is, what's the best way to stay healthy during the COVID times? And if you guys have any questions, let me know. I mean, I can't even get on the phone. Wow, this is crazy. So here's the thing. We're going to go to a fun little commercial break. I'm going to give you guys a little information on what we do. Then when we come back, hopefully we can fix and solve this so we can get him at least on the phone and get some sort of interview going here. But guys, this is a fun show. We got a lot of people, tuning in to watch what's going on. And we are going to have a very stupendous panel for small shifts and big changes here at about 4:30 p.m. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We got some amazing expert superstars from The Secret and Money and You and multiple things. And so this is why you always do rehearsal. This is why, Dr. Tony, I told you, man, we need to do rehearsal. These stars need to make the time. The stars need to make the time so we can rehearse properly and we don't have these issues. When you go live, guys, make sure that you're always doing rehearsal. Thank you, Atina, for sharing. I appreciate it so much. Make sure. So make sure that we're going to go to commercial break. That's what we're going to go commercial break. When we come back, we're going to fix this. So this is Easy Talk Live. I hope you guys are enjoying me just going nuts and crazy and just kind of like, trying to figure out this show freestyle here, but hopefully it's entertaining for you because it's driving me crazy. But we will be right back after this commercial break. Don't go away. We will get this rocking and rolling. And here's a commercial from some of our sponsors. This episode of Easy Talk Live is brought to you by Eggs and Nesta. Get out of that fight or flight mode. Brain Tap. Tap into your brain. And KTA Interactive Media. Get your brand on. And let's not forget newfound gold sponsor, the Dominionaire. You can always find these sponsors and many more by visiting our eZWay Wall of Fame. That's eZWayWallOfFame.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Liddy, the #1 global legal business authority. I want to share with you why I created the Dr. Liddy Show and the Champion Business Leaders channel. The show is in development and will be launching really soon. And our show dates are Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. So the truth is that the show is for you. For all those times you have struggled with achieving success, no matter how you choose to define success, not worrying about money, having a great house, having a loving spouse or life partner, it's for your children and those that you love deeply, that you wish you could do more for them, whether it's financially or being more informed about how to help them. It's for your business. How do you build it so it's protected, monetized, and legal proof? It's for your future. When you close your eyes, how do you envision a happy future? All of these things require knowledge, action, and time. Time to learn the knowledge you were never taught. How to take action now so that you can begin to build a new future for your family. I will give you access to proven legal strategies, power insights, and new techniques to power up your business and your life's dreams. I want to see you win. And remember, your future begins now. So shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Are you there? Can we hear you? All right. So we're going to try this again. So can you hear me, Dr. Tony? All right. So now we got you. I'm hoping that people can hear you. Go ahead and let's hope that the devil doesn't knock you off the line again. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys can hear him. We're going to put it right up to the microphone here. Well, welcome to the show, Dr. Tony. We're hoping we can get a show going here. We apologize to everybody for the technical difficulties that we're experiencing, but we make it happen. We pull it through. So, Dr. Tony, welcome to the show. We do see you and we hear you on the phone. And so we're just going to make it happen this way. First question for you, as an expert with 15 books, being on CNN, ABC, Fox, multiple situations. You have an amazing reel there, or pilot for your show. You are a nutritional expert, a health expert. What is some of the best ways that people can be healthy and get nutrition and be ready for just catching COVID and just being healthy, like a natural way to be prepared and always stay as healthy as possible?
Well, it's all about knowing and making a decision. And by the way, on the subject of health and wellness and success and breaking through conflicts and obstacles and hurdles and challenges like the little techie difficulty we had right now, these things will come up. Everything like this will come at you. The blockbuster and the roller coaster of obstacles, hurdles, and challenges with your health and with life will always be there. And the most important thing is you don't see me panicking. You're not panicking because we're professionals. I'm on all those TV stations all the time. It happens on Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS. It happens in all stations. It happens in you are your decisions. You become what you think about all day long. So if you want to be healthy, study people who are healthy. Make decisions. Get around the right people. Start asking questions. Read the labels of foods. Read books on health and wellness. Go on YouTube. Watch shows like this. There's awesome resources out there right now where you can have and be anything that you want to be. Like the young lady just said, Eric just said, you can be anything you want to be if you create the right mindset. And it's all about the right mindset. And Dr. Katie, who's been helping me in the background here, she's just amazing. She's like a little flight engineer. She just makes anything and everything happen when we're under significant duress. But it all happens when you make that decision.
Thank you, and thank you for pointing that out too, guys. If you're on stage and you trip and you fall, you do a tumble and a somersault, and then you jump back on your feet and you make it look like you meant to do that. So that's what we're basically doing right now, live on the show, and we're now getting to the nitty gritty. We're having some fun here, Dr. Tony. Now we have a question from Jara Valenti. What's the doctor's thoughts on veganism? I'm assuming you're the doctor.
Well, I'm a naturopathic physician, clinical psychologist, PhD, so I'm not a traditional medical doctor. I never wanted to be an MD because when I grew up in Ireland, I was just, I was like in a vegetative state, it seemed like all the time, because the doctors were giving me so many prescriptions. I was afraid of the doctors were writing me prescriptions. I lived in a farmhouse in a family of 11 back in my native Ireland. They were writing me prescriptions, Eric, for nightmares, because I was just a scared little boy in the middle of the countryside. I was scared of the dark. So I learned at a very young age how dangerous prescription meds were. And there's only a handful of doctors who are into veganism. Not everybody. I'm a vegan vegetarian. I'm 62. I feel alive and energetic. You can see my muscle tone in my arms. You can see that I'm fit and lean and healthy. I take care of myself. So I've been a vegetarian for over 20 plus years. I've never felt better in my entire life. But it's not for everybody. Balance is the key. Reducing trans fat, saturated fat. These things are really important. Making sure you exercise. Do things that keep you strong and healthy, both spiritually, mentally, and spiritually.
Definitely. And guys, I want to remind you, this is a networking show, so feel free to network. I see everybody talking to each other and networking themselves to success. A very interactive, fun show. So you have this Radiant Greens website and these supplements that are amazing for people. And turmeric, I know, is really important, and pomegranate. So why is all this stuff important? And how can people stay nutrition, and have the proper nutrition naturally? Like what's some tips of advice that you have, Dr. Odonnell, to help people to find natural home products to stay healthy?
Well, greens are the highest on the DNA chain, and green foods are loaded with chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is the blood of plants with almost an identical molecular structure as hemoglobin, the blood of human beings. So green foods are full of life and full of energy. When you heat anything over 110, 115 degrees Fahrenheit, you destroy enzymatic activity and consequently the future life of the plant. So green foods are your first line of defense. Ding-dongs and donuts are the lowest on the DNA chain. So when you take these green superfoods into your body, they oxygenate the blood. The Nobel Prize was won way back in 1939, 1941, proving that bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an oxygen-rich environment. So we harness the energy of sunshine. That sunshine hits the plants. It turns them green. It creates what's called photosynthesis, life, energy, abundance. It goes into the body, so it's in what's called a pre-digestible state, meaning that it does not have to be pre-digested before it goes into your body, meaning the body doesn't have to go to work. I should say, the body doesn't have to go to work to break it down. This is why 86% of the U.S. population hardly eat any green superfoods, yet the United States Department of Agriculture tells us we should be consuming at least 15 servings of greens. Then one day I'm watching television, I see two wonderful Jewish researchers, Dr. Lansky and Dr. Newman, on talking about superfoods and what they are. Superfoods are the essence of who we are as human beings. When you look at the Hunzas, the look of Indians, the Azerbaijanis, the Titicaca's, the longest lived people in the world, Eric, they're consuming plant-based foods. And the further away we get from Mother Nature, the sicker we become. And the closer we stay to Mother Nature, the healthier we become. So the Hunzas, the Vilcabay Indians, they don't dream of eating meat, or they don't dream of doing processed foods or genetically modified foods because they don't have access to it. They live in the rainforest. They're eating rich, green, chlorophyll-rich superfoods that give their body energy. As I mentioned momentarily, it's in a pre-digestible state, meaning the body does not have to go to work to break it down, so it doesn't have to use energy. So these green foods act as a cleanser, rotor for the arteries, ridding the body of the waste matter that we build up from the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the water that we drink. And the same thing with pomegranate. Pomegranate acts as a rotor for the arteries. So it's really important that you consume colored superfoods. In fact, Tufts University in Boston recommends 5 to 7 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables every day. The United States Department of Agriculture recommends 13 servings. But as I said earlier, roughly 86% of the U.S. population hardly eat any. We got to get them into our body. It's that important.
That I agree with you 100%. My dad doesn't eat any greens, any vegetables, any fruits, really. It's all meat and like microwavable foods and stuff. And he asked an interesting question. They say you are what you eat. So I guess that makes me a chocolate chip. But he had a question. If you don't like and eat vegetables with veggie supplements, does veggie supplements fulfill the needs of actually eating actual vegetables?
Very good question. I was asked that question earlier today on a previous call. And one of the things, as a farm boy growing up in a family of 11 in Ireland, the soil is so depleted of vital nutrients. And being a farm boy, we know that we have to fertilize the land with nitrogen and potassium. If we don't do that, we have a poor crop. I would hear the farmers as a young boy saying to me, what do you think the crop will be like this year? And I didn't even really know what they were talking about. I said, I hope we have a good crop because we won't get too much to eat if we don't get our breads and our scallion and our potatoes and our lettuce. We just won't have a good harvest this year as a result of not harvesting and tilling the land properly. But more importantly than that, putting back the vital nutrients. We have done a really bad job in this country by growing the same crops over and over and over on the same plot of land, hoping to have a really good harvest. Most farmland will only give you 1 or 2 good crops, if at all. Sometimes you get 1.5 to 2, sometimes little or none. But if you don't till the land properly, if you don't fertilize it, you don't give it the right nutrients, then you won't get the harvest. That's the same thing with our body. Our body is a temple, and our temple is a place where you go and you pray and you give thanks for the gifts our Creator provides for us. You don't expect to polish a car on the outside, expecting it to run better on the inside. So this is why it's really important that you put the right nutrients into your body. Hence the reason why we need to supplement. So the Radiant Greens that you just put up on the screen, that's a green superfood with 30 different ingredients in one bottle, natural flavor, tropical flavor. Then we have an organic flavor as well with 40 different ingredients. That's the Rolls Royce of green superfoods. On the left there, you're right, we have organic turmeric, black pepper, and ginger. And then on the right-hand side, your left, we have adrenals, which has ashwagandha and rhodiola and L-theanine, various other herbs to provide a level of balance and synergy. This is what the Buddhist monks in Tibet, this is what they use to harness their energy and to keep them centered, to keep them still, to reduce their stress so that they can function and have a better quality of life.
I love it, man. Yeah, so I guess I definitely want to recommend you guys go check out radiantgreens.com. That is Dr. Tony's site. And also, guys, don't go away because we got a really amazing expert panel coming up. I see everybody coming in the back here. We got to go to commercial break, Tony, but don't go away with us. I want you to actually join the panel since we had a little bit of technical difficulty in the beginning. Keep you rocking and rolling. And also remind you guys that we have the Dr. Liddy show coming up on eZWay Network. We have Wealth Builders coming up on eZWay Network. Multiple shows, Easy Talk Live and Looking Good. A lot of different shows coming up on the network. And so we're going to go to commercial break here. We're on Voice America, World Talk Radio, Easy Talk Live. Tell you guys a little bit about our app. And we'll be coming back here with Dr. Tony. If you get your questions ready because this guy costs money for his advice and he's on the show ready to answer your questions the easy way here. I'm Eric Zuley on Easy Talk Live. We'll be right back.
Get access to the Wall of Fame through the eZWay family app. The eZWay Wall is our elite directory of members.
Are you a business owner or coach trying to help others? Let the eZWay family app make it easier on you. Let us do the hard work for you. All of our broadcasts of our 30-plus shows will be available on the eZWay family app. We're an extension arm of your business. We're a tool to generate leads. eZWay family app helps to grow traffic to your section, generate you more leads, more virtual butts and seats. We have courses and a live event section to your business. We promote the business of our members and paid clients. With the eZWay family app, you get push-to notifications to your phone to stay current with all our business partners, live stream content, virtual conferences, and promotionals. We're sharing our network traffic with you when you're on the eZWay app.
Witness the future of connection on your phone now by downloading the eZWay family app on Google Play and Apple Store. And don't forget to text eZWay to 55678.
This episode of Easy Talk Live is brought to you by Eggs and Nesta. Get out of that fight or flight mode. Brain Tap into your brain. And KTA Interactive Media. Get your brand on. And let's not forget newfound gold sponsor, the Dominionaire.
You're tuned in to Easy Talk Live. To get in touch with Eric Zuley and his celebrity friends, text eZWay. That's letter E, letter Z to 55678. Also, drop EZ an email at easytalklive@gmail.com. Now, back to Easy Talk Live.
All right, guys, we're back at Easy Talk Live. Don't go anywhere because we have John DeMartini, Dr. Harrison Klein, Mikey Adam Cohen, Sarah Lee, Dame Doria Cordova, and Jennifer Huff in the back. We'll be bringing them in about 10 minutes for the super panel for the small shifts, big changes. But we're back with Dr. Tony Odonnell and finishing up here with some amazing questions. You guys rock with these questions. I'm loving it. So here's a question for you, Dr. Tony. A veggie supplement is so small. How does a capsule contain actual greens? How do you get actual supplements from such a small little capsule when you're taking supplements?
That's a very good question. So what we do is when you heat anything, as I mentioned earlier, when you heat anything over 110, 115 degrees Fahrenheit, you destroy enzymatic activity and consequently the future life of the plant. So what we do is, ours is in a powder form. I don't really like that many capsules unless they're vegetarian capsules. So what we do is at the factory, they actually put 500 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams in a capsule. That's all a capsule will hold is 1,000 milligrams, or you can have a 500 milligram capsule, or indeed a 50 milligram capsule or 250, whatever you decide to do. We put our greens in a powder form so you have rapid absorption into the bloodstream. The same with the pomegranate. Many people, though, who have real challenges with their gut, they have gut health, they have microbiome imbalance, they have real issues with taking capsules because you're taking a lot of capsules with gelatin, which is made from an animal. We don't use any of that, so that's why the product is very, very clean. So they take 1,000 milligrams or 500 milligrams, whatever you decide to formulate, whatever the factory can make for you. You put it in the capsule, and you take it. You usually take it with food. But I avoid capsules as much as possible, though I love the powders. So that's how it's actually made. So what we do is we gather all the raw materials. It's cold processed. Then it's actually put together at the factory, either in powder or in capsule form.
Great answer, and thank you for explaining that. And so here's a question from me, and this kind of goes off Jara Valenti as well. Her question was about GMOs. So when you're buying food, there's organic food, and then there's just buying the regular food. Is it like a difference in the health for your body to get the organic food and the less GMOs and all that type of stuff versus, just buying the regular food that's cheaper?
Yes. Well, 90% of the products on the shelves of stores in America are all genetically modified. I met a food engineer, really opened up my mind when I first came from Ireland. I met a food engineer in West Los Angeles, and we were talking, and I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "I'm from New Zealand." I said, "Well, I'm from Ireland." We started talking, great relationship. I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a food engineer." I said, "Well, tell me." He said, "Well, I just came from Washington. I'm getting a flight out of LAX in a day or so, and I'm flying back to Australia." And I said, "Well, what were you guys doing?" He says, "We were talking about how not to have expiration dates on product and produce in health food stores and in grocery stores all across the United States." So imagine if you own a store, like whatever health food store or a Whole Foods or whatever you own, or a Ralph's or Vaughn's or Lucky or Albertsons, and I come to you and I say to you, "Eric, I can genetically engineer 90% of the food stuff that you have here in the store. It doesn't really matter. It won't go off. It'll never go off, and I'm going to save you millions and millions of dollars." Well, that's exactly what happened. So the genetically modified food all over the world now, not only in America, but also in third world countries because they don't want the food to spoil. So corporations save millions, literally billions of dollars every year when you genetically modify the food. No expiration date. Your government allows that, which is barbaric and pathetic and despicable. And someone just can't believe that. So that's exactly what's happening. So you go to the store, there's no expiration date on your produce. There's no expiration date on a lot of the products that you have on your shelf. Corn in particular is heavily genetically modified. And when you genetically modify a food, you're changing RNA and DNA. You're actually changing the very crop. You're changing the very essence of what that plant source was supposed to be. And of course, when you take that into your body, it's for a lot of people, it's like taking a lot of gluten into their body because they get very bloated. They get a lot of indigestion. They feel really, really uncomfortable. And as people are writing, I can see on the Facebook, they say, "Oh, what a great topic." This is what happens to our food. We have really bastardized our food in this country. That's why I became a vegetarian, because I had so much sickness in my family growing up in Ireland, family of 11, always sick, always at the doctor. And this is why I created this superfood line to give people some proper nutrition. Here's the bottom line. If it's not in the soil, it's not in the food. If it's not in the food, then it's not in the body. And this is the reason why we have to supplement.
And that comment was actually by my beautiful other half, my beautiful girl, Dr. Dante Sears. I want to get you guys together. And I mean, you're just a wealth of knowledge, Dr. Tony. And I wish that we had more time to do it, but we got to have you back. We got to come up with a special show specifically for our fans to ask questions, because I literally see like 20 questions and they're coming in from every different direction. So guys, let me do this. Easy Talk Live is a group that we have on Facebook specifically for the show. Dr. Tony, do you mind coming onto the group and answering some of these questions and following up with some of our fans?
I can't believe the amazing panel that you have all my favorite people.
Well, we're going to be bringing them on here in about 4 minutes. So unfortunately, we can't hear your audio, but we're going to leave you on and see your beautiful face if you want to stay with us. But yeah, going to the panel, guys. Thank you for mentioning that. We have Dr. John DeMartini, over 400 something books, bestsellers. Laurel Langmeyer, which is supposed to be here. I'll have to give her a call and make sure that she gets on. Dame Doria is in the back right now. Mikey Adam Cohen, Sarah Lee, who works with the Think and Grow Rich organization, and Jennifer Huff, and so many more coming on here on Easy Talk Live. It's going to be a great power panel coming up, and we're excited about that. We're excited about you. Great information, man. And I know we've been talking. I mean, Tony, how long have we known each other? How did we meet? Do you remember how we met?
You know, I don't know, but you've been to my house, and we transmitted a big party live, and it was all over the world, and people were calling me and said, "Can I come to your party?" Sure, it was great. But you and I have been friends. You're a great man. You connect a lot of people, and I'm really thankful and grateful to know you, and I call you a brother and friend in Christ.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate that, man. And I mean, you've turned me on to a lot of amazing people. You've been on stages with Tony Robbins, Les Brown, John C. Maxwell. It goes on and on and on. It doesn't stop with how connected you've been. You've been on every TV situation you could think of. And it's just awesome to have you a part of the network, have you on the Wall of Fame, have you a part of the eZWay family. So we really do appreciate you. Want you to know that. And everybody on my eZWay family team that's watching right now, everybody say thank you to Dr. Tony Odonnell for taking this time and giving us this invaluable advice. Teresa, see, I told you the questions it doesn't stop. There's so many questions for you, man. So we got to get you to have a segment on my show or something. Like, people are going nuts asking health questions here. So how about that? We should bring you on a segment of the show. We'll do a health segment with you. What do you think?
We should do a whole show. Somebody asked a question on menopause. That's a real issue, and we could talk about that at another time. You can always email me, by the way, DocTony2014, DOCTONY 2014 at gmail.com. There's wild yam, there's yucca, there's all sorts of herbal remedies that you can take for menopause, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, all those things. And you guys are just awesome, and thank you for all the nice Facebook messages. I'm just so appreciative.
Oh yeah, they're blowing up, man. So guys, remember, go to EZ Talk Live, EZ, letter E, letter Z, EZ Talk Live on Facebook. We're gonna bring Dr. Tony onto that group to talk to you, answer your questions, and we appreciate you coming on, Dr. Tony. So we're gonna let you say bye. Last final words to our fans and your fans in closing.
You only have one life. You got to choose carefully what you put in your body. Make sure it's really healthy. Make sure it's free of fillers, binders, waxes, and alcohol. Make sure that you stay centered and focused and know what it is that you want.
Well said. Well said. So guys, that was Dr. Tony Odonnell, and he is a PhD. He's been on every different press, media, Fortune 500 companies, consultant for everything. He is the man when it comes to nutrition and health. And so we're going to be having a lot of fun together, doing it the easy way. Dr. Tony, thank you for coming on. If you want to stay with us, you're more than welcome to. But guys, we are on Voice America World Talk Radio. So everybody out there in Radio Land, iHeartRadio, Spotify, whoever's listening, thank you so much. Don't forget to press the share button, by the way, guys. I forgot to tell you that. It's not going to bite you. So press the share button, because coming up, we have one of the biggest and baddest panels to help you shift, change, and get bigger solutions. And small shifts create big changes. So that's what's coming up. We have the Superpower panel for that with Dr. Harrison Klein. Shout outs to Mikey, Adam Cohen, as well as Sarah Lee here on EZ Talk Live. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to tell you guys a little bit about the Wall of Fame if you want to join us and join the family and promote yourself, get your own profile. It's a lot of fun. Dr. Tony, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Bless you guys.
We will be right back, guys. EZ Talk Live.
We are living in a digital age, and we think it's safe to say that all businesses are needing to transition from traditional brick and mortar to broadcast. Everything is really about data collection and building a community. eZWay Broadcasting has created a social network / solution provider within the eZWay network to help its members with this transition. Introducing the eZWay Wall of Fame, a one-stop shop for business owners and influencers that help them to connect, grow, learn, and scale the eZWay. Over the years, we have been building affiliates and partnerships in all genres. That means our platform utilizes all our members' businesses to provide services at a much lower cost, help sell their service and promote their awareness to more potential customers. Through our new media empire, we have a reach to millions. Become an affiliate. Make money doing it the easy way. Create your free account today by visiting eZWayWallOfFame.com. Accelerate your influence through direct access to the right influencers. We have many TV shows that our members can be interviewed by. We have our own magazine and radio station to promote our eZWay Wall of Fame members' profiles, which they control. The more friends you get, the bigger your business will grow. Join the eZWay Wall of Fame community for free today.
All right, guys, eZWayNetwork.com. That's where you go if you want to go to the Wall of Fame. And so we want to see you guys there. If you want to interact with the stars you see on the show, it is a variety star expert type of show we do every week. We'd definitely love to see you. All right, so without further ado, I wish I had the drum roll. I wish I had the music. But you know what? We have the plane because we're getting ready to fly high with some amazing experts that have the knowledge on how to create small shifts to create big changes. EZ Talk Live presents the Superstar Small Shift Big Changes panel. Let's go. right, without further ado, let's introduce our panelists. We have Dr. John DeMartini, Dame Doria Cordova, Harrison Klein, Sarah Lee, Mikey Adam Cohen, and Jennifer Huff. Welcome to Easy Talk Live. Man, the crowd is just like going wow for you guys. Welcome to the show.
It's a hell of a crowd.
I guess my introduction is pretty decent because I got all you smiling. We're vibing. We got the situation happening. So, guys, if you're watching and listening right now, there's an event coming up called Small Shifts, Big Changes, which I have the honor of speaking on, as well as all the people you see in front of you and you're listening to. Dr. Harrison Klein, you have some pretty amazing, unbelievable individuals here. And, it's all about collaboration, man. We're coming together to spread the message for people to understand how to create small shifts and big changes. So I'm going to go ahead and take you and move you to the top there, right next to me. And you are now hosting with us, Dr. Harrison Klein. So introduce yourself to our audience and who we have on the panel today.
Hi. Well, we have on our panel, I'm Harrison Klein, obviously, and then we have on our panel to my right now, at least on my screen, is Doria Cordova. She's the one drinking. Hello, Doria. Right with her is Jennifer Huff, my old-time crony for many, many years. My very, very best mentor ever, John DeMartini. Mikey Adam Cohen, one of the greatest connectors on the planet, along with you, Eric. I also have Sarah Lee out there, and that's all I can see on there right now. Do we have Kara Dentley or Laurel? Have either of them come on?
I text Laurel and I text Kara, and we're hoping that they come on. But if they don't, they will be with us as spirit. I see them right there on the left side and the right side. We got spaces for them. We're waiting. I want to give a little bit more edification to Dame Doria Cordova, who actually is the CEO of an organization called Money and You. And they are one of the biggest organizations when it comes to being an engine for like the entire world. I mean, they've educated like everybody. Okay, so, and she's also a very, very close friend of mine. So I want to make sure I edified you there. And Dr. John DeMartini, oh my God, I can't believe that someone that has 400 something books is on our stage and has.
When I told you he probably has written 400 books by now, but that's not.
Well, I mean, I lost track of count after like 50, so I just picked a real big number. But it's an honor to have you on the stage, John, as well as Sarah Lee, who works with the Think and Grow Rich group, and she's her husband is, oh my gosh, like the biggest effects guy for like Harry Potter and like all these major films. And Mikey Adam Cohen, I've known Mikey for years, and he is the connector, the music magician. I call him. He's the music magician, magic capital of music. And I'm just meeting Jennifer Huff, so this will be a lot of fun. All right.
Great.
So without further ado, guys, a panel is a lot of fun. So we're just going to come up with a basic topic, and I turn panels into games. Everybody fights for the airtime, all right? So it's up to you guys, whatever you want to do. So the topic is, how do you create small shifts to create bigger changes? Who's going to answer? Who's going to answer? Who's going to answer? Who's first?
Well, we don't fight. We don't fight in this group. We love each other.
Oh, that's no fun.
I'm going to introduce Jennifer, because you have no idea who you have here. Jennifer Huff is one of the greatest thinkers, and she not only has tremendous experience in health, but she also has tremendous experience in physics. So we have Buckminster Fuller in common. That's who Jennifer and I absolutely love. So I'm going to let Jennifer answer that question first.
Well, I love that. I love how that's the eZWay family movement. That's an eZWay family move, what you just did there, Doria. You had her back. I didn't know who she was, but you had her back, so you gave her a proper introduction. So first question is to you then, Jennifer. How do we create small shifts to create bigger changes?
Well, it's a great question to ask someone who loves physics. Because you go down to the smallest particle, and using those smallest particles, you can actually, since they are at the basis of every aspect of consciousness, if you can understand those smallest particles, you can make quantum shifts. So, for instance, I'll give you one thing. If we shift our thinking and we shift the way that we perceive the world, what happens is the information about the shift or the healing or the leap that we make in our understanding about the world gets communicated out of our body, out of our 75 trillion cells at a rate of 75 trillion photons per millisecond. So every shift I personally make, and everyone on the panel personally makes, and every one of your listeners personally makes, we give off per millisecond 75 trillion sets of photons that carry that shift. And every single photon travels around the world 7 times in a second.
Wow.
So if you imagine that if you shift your thinking on any given topic just a little bit, that information gets transmuted out of you, gets communicated around the world 7 times in a second, and gets picked up by everyone else's cells, those 7.5 billion people, and the information needed in order to make a shift becomes available to everyone at that rate. So when people say that they're losing hope about this world changing, they're, for me, it's a very exciting time because we're being catalyzed to make all of these small shifts. And it's a powerful, and thank you for the ding. That's fantastic.
You like dissected that like a frog. Like you totally, I mean, that was such an amazing answer. Thank you, Jennifer. And Dame Doria, since you were so humble and nice enough to
I love you.
give your spot to Jennifer, we're going to go ahead and bring you onto the stage next. Same question to you. In your opinion, how do we create small shifts to create bigger changes? By the way, I want to remind you guys, we have a lot of fans right now commenting and saying hello. So interact with any of them as you please. I'll be putting them on the screen. So same question to you, Doria. Go ahead, Dame Doria.
There are many ways, but what I like to do with this panel, I would like to say that every single moment, transformation can occur in 1 second. So every single moment of your life, we really need to be very aware of our self-mastery. So when we're having thoughts, when we have reactions, when things happen in life, that happens to all human beings every day, no matter what it is, this is the first moment of the rest of your life. So what we want to do is at that moment, when we are in major reaction, we take 3 deep breaths. And when we take those 3 deep breaths, that gives us enough opportunity for us to make a choice. Which direction do I want to go into? Because those choices, whether they're small or they're large, are going to create results. And to quote Buckminster Fuller, the physics of ripple effects is precession. So every action that we take has a precessional effect, a ripple effect. So sometimes we think that only the big decisions matter. What really matters are all those small decisions, but mostly how we are managing and transforming our own consciousness from moment to moment to moment.
Well said and well answered. So the next up, we're going to have Dr. Harrison Klein, being that this is his panel. This is his big event coming up. So everybody give a round of applause because this is our host of the day. He has been putting so much effort in, and give a round of applause to his team. Let's make it happen. Same question to you, Dr. Harrison.
Thank you. But Eric is the only one who calls me doctor. I just want to get that clear. But I love it. So thank you very much.
All right, fine, Harrison. Go ahead.
Okay, so what's the question? How do we make small changes?
What is, in your opinion, the best way to make small shifts to create bigger changes?
Well, you know that all of our choices are the hinges of our destiny. So whenever we make a choice, every single choice has some impact upon our self-image. It has some impact upon our body situation. So every choice makes a difference. And there are no idle thoughts, and there are no that don't have some effect in the world. Every time we make a small shift, we're actually activating something within us, which we might call a success or a failure mechanism. So those mechanisms get translated into our behaviors and into our experiences. And they can make the biggest difference in our world. Once so many people get, have their lives changed by just a single, phrase from somebody that they really love and respect. Les Brown had it. John DeMartini had it. A lot of people had very small conversations that changed their lives in one short instance. And so it's just, we change by bigger ideas. We change by new experiences, and we change by coming to the point of understanding that we can have a bigger self-image than the one we normally carry. So we carry a certain self-image, but we can't transcend that, but we can create a brand new self-image, and that happens by new ideas and small shifts. So every time we do that, we change our behavior, we change our destiny, we change our habits, we change our lives. So I'm done with that.
Eric, you're muted.
Nope, we can't hear you, Eric.
You're muted, honey.
Oh man, what I said was so perfect. It was like perfect timing. Dang it. I said, well said, Harrison. I won't say doctor anymore. Well said, Harrison Klein. I mean, that was very well answered. And I love, you know what I'm literally loving, guys, is the difference in opinions on this answer, the different styles and what everybody's really, feeling. And it's just so much knowledge for our amazing audience. By the way, guys, I want to remind you that if you look at join our Easy Talk Live group, if we don't have enough time to answer your questions, because I see a lot of your guys' questions, you can do it in the group. We'll get all these experts to come into the group to make sure that they are able to engage with you and interact. And so thank you, Harrison. So coming up next, we have John. John, I've heard of you for a while. We've probably come across each other in spirit and passing. I've seen you in multiple situations. Glad to have you on the show. So same question to you, sir. Doctor, I don't know if I should call you guys doctor or not now. Like I'm afraid. So Dr. John DeMartini, same question to you. What, in your opinion, is the best way to create small shifts to create bigger changes?
I think it's wise to stop, introspect, reflect deeply about what is truly most meaningful, most inspiring, most priority, and ask yourself a quality question, because the quality of your life is based on it. What is the highest priority action I can do at this moment that will serve the greatest number of people in the most efficient and effective manner, that inspires me, that I spontaneously can't wait to do? When you can't wait to get up in the morning and be of service to people, people can't wait to get the service. And if you're doing something that's highest in priority, the blood glucose and oxygen goes into the forebrain and activates the occipital lobe and creates an inspired vision that's crystal clear. It also activates the parietal and frontal lobes and activates strategic planning. It also gets the motor cortex and activates the desire to spontaneously act and execute the plan. And it also fires down into the amygdala to calm down the impulses and instincts that distract you from the mission that you feel you're here to contribute to. So to make big changes, it's spontaneously acting on the most highest priority action on a daily basis, moment by moment, and identifying the one thing in that moment that is the most contributive, most inspiring, most meaningful, most productive, most purposeful, you're the most dedicated to, and stick to that on a moment-to-moment basis. And when you do that, you synchronize people, places, things, ideas, and events in such a manner that you literally magnetize opportunities into your life efficiently and effectively to create the most incremental momentum-building impact on this planet. So prioritization, if you don't fill your day with high-priority actions that inspire you, it fills up with low-priority distractions that don't. So we have to give ourselves permission to shine, not shrink, and to do something extraordinary, not ordinary, by sticking to the most priorities that our heart and you might say our soul calls us to contribute to the planet, our mission for the planet.
Well said. Wow. And you were in The Secret, right? I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. Were you one of the speakers in this? Okay. So engineer, if you can go ahead and put that in there. So no wonder you were in The Secret. No wonder you were from, no wonder they chose you. That was very insightful and very, very knowledgeable. And I mean, I'm loving how you guys are dissecting this question and giving such amazing answers. So thank you for that, Dr. John. So coming up next, guys, and actually before we bring on Mikey and Sarah, we're going to go a little commercial break because Voice America does need to bid us adieu. But Voice America is like yelling at me saying, we got to go. So we're going to say bye to Voice America and come back with Roku, Apple TV, Amazon, eZWay Network, and Simul and everything that we do. We will be right back, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. Get your questions ready because we got lots more superstar panels coming up with how to create small shifts and big changes here on Easy Talk Live.
Thanks for listening to Easy Talk Live. We've got more fun at eZWay.live. That's letter E, letter Z, WAY.live. Get connected and get exposure on our eZWay Wall of Fame. Visit eZWayWall.com. That's letter E, letter Z, WAY Wall.com. Tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for another show with Eric Zuley on the Voice America Influencers Channel. Have a great week.
All right, guys, and we are back, Easy Talk Live. You see the screen right here. I want to remind you to go to easytalk.live if you're enjoying the show. You can watch it right there, the big old screen. We are sponsored by BrainTap. We appreciate them. And we got the gold carpet and so many amazing guests coming up. As you see, we got this awesome panel, and we are back with this awesome panel. Coming up next, we had Mikey Adam Cohen, my man Mikey. Let's give him a round of applause as we bring him to the stage. Mikey Adam Cohen. Okay, everybody do the emojis. Do the emojis. Do the little emoji signs. Woohoo, Mikey. Welcome to the show, Mikey, Easy Talk Live.
Hey, guys. It's wonderful to be here. One of the things I do is to reconnect with nature. So I might go out to my backyard and plant my feet into the ground and just do a grounding meditation and just make sure that I'm aligned with nature. And then I feel that I get my biggest inspiration and breakthroughs that way. I also like to go hiking, just make sure that you have your life the way it was before the pandemic, and that you, like John said also, make sure that you're in people's lives and you're of service, because I get so much out of being of service and being grateful. I mean, I just look around my room, look around my house, look around my neighborhood, and just count all my blessings. And then I really connect with my true self, my inner self. And, if you're feeling negative, just vibrate higher. It's like, it's possible, and you could shift your life and really make a big impact in your world. So thank you.
Well said, Mikey. And thank you for that insightful, you didn't really need to say much because it was so impactful and so strong. You just gave us the right information. So appreciate that. And so coming up next, guys, we have Sarah Lee, and Sarah Lee is an amazing individual. She is someone that actually deals with the Think and Grow Rich organization. We actually work with Sarah Lee. We're actually going to be doing some stuff here. I don't know if we'll be announcing anything yet. You might have to keep staying tuned and follow all the wonderful magic that can happen. But Sarah's also very, very, I don't think you get enough credit, Sarah. I really don't. I don't think you get enough spotlight. I don't think people really put you on stage enough. You're too much behind the scenes. So Easy Talk Live is giving you the spotlight, all the stage in the world. Same question to you. How do you create small shifts to create bigger changes, in your opinion?
Perfect question. So there's a couple of simple answers that I have for everybody. One is you elevate yourself by who you're around. Today, I'm in this great panel with these great people. You can't have anything that you're not a vibrational match for. So as Mikey said, you want to increase your vibration. You want to be more positive, but also keep developing yourself. You want to keep being around great people. As you're around great people, even with the summit, you're going to help to raise your vibration. The other answer I would give is that everything is mindset, right? So we can't change anything that we can't accept and identify. So if we can't identify what's wrong, it's the first thing that we have to do is be honest about what's not working for us and what can work better, and then actually start to accept that information instead of rejecting it, saying I'm going to push it away. You actually want to accept it and say, this is what it is right now, and I want to make it different. That's important. The other thing I would mention is that if you think of everything on a continuum, most people are in this straight line, right? They're on a straight line because they're sort of just reacting. They're not usually planning and actively choosing what they want. But if they're just reacting and we make a 2 millimeter shift, right? We make a little tiny pivot, And now we continue that. Look how far we are from that line. You don't have to do much to make a change. A lot of times people are doing 98% of the things right, 2% wrong, but that 2% is killing them. So that would be my answer to that question. Hopefully that helps someone. And you guys you'll enjoy the summit. It's going to be wonderful. And you're going to hear great speakers like you've heard today.
Well, thank you, Sarah. And I'm going to also answer that question and kind of be my own host / panelist here on this situation is I think really simple. Our what we always say is help to unite the light by working with God's chosen elites. So as you're working with these amazing individuals that are doing things and you share what you have, if you're an amazing individual, if you feel like you're an amazing individual, if you feel like you're an expert and you share what you have, you share the wealth, you share your relationship equity, the more you share, the more you serve, the more you show that you care, the more you're going to create that shift. The more that community is going to create that shift. The more that you create a community. So my answer would be create communities and share as much as you can without wanting something in return. Just serve to support because it makes God smile. Just do it out of your heart. And it always comes back, but don't try to find it to be a return. Just serve first. That creates the shift. The big change is media. If you have the power of the media and the outreach and the ability to get out to the masses, if everybody has some sort of podcast or a TV vehicle or a channel or a newspaper or a magazine or a blog, even a blog, go on WordPress, go on Blogger, and just get a blog and just put your story out there and everybody comes together and collaborates and presses the share button, you're creating change. So that would be my opinion, my answer to that question. All right, so I'm loving it, guys. Come on, baby. Big facts. They're you guys are commenting. So I want to remind you guys too, this is an interactive panel. So be interactive. Where's your questions at? Where's your, you've been commenting like, great. I love that for you guys, but ask your questions if you want to know about more about small shifts and big changes. So I'm going to go ahead and give the spotlight to Harrison. This is his show. This is his panel. Now everybody kind of knows the people that are on the panel. What's going on, Harrison? So why don't you talk a little bit about, what's the why, what's the who, what's the where, what's the how, what's going on with this event?
Well, basically the why is the fact that, all of us we all have this urge for more life. We want more life. We want to get more of the self and more of the knowledge and the experience of our energy, of our love, of our joy, of all the good things that matter to us, basically. So there are many ways to do that, but every time we have greater life, we feel better. We experience better things. We connect better. We have more meaningful experiences and more significant direction for where we go. And every time we experience more life, we activate what we call a success mechanism within us. That success mechanism takes us to a new space, and it helps us to move and programs our behavior, and we get from the what to the how without working the how. So it's sort of our job is to know the what, the how is the universe's job, and then we just basically move into higher spaces or better spaces or more vibrational spaces, which is just another word for better feeling, and so on and so forth. So what you'll get, so I've created this summit to give something back to people, so to notice that they can be in a more relaxed state, to notice that they can grow stronger as they experience things, and that they can continue that strength from being in that relaxed state to feeling good, to feeling fun, to be in a state where good things continuously happen, and that we want to. Everybody wants to look forward to tomorrow with a certain kind of gladness, and sometimes we miss that part of ourselves. So we want to be in a space of gladness, and we want to look toward tomorrow as a space of gladness, and that's what this summit is about. It's to activate that success mechanism within us. It's to help create a new self-image, which is a bigger, better, more amazing us in whatever way that happens to be for each of us. It's about changing our belief system. A small shift can change your belief system. We grow grow by ideas, we grow by experience. It's about inspiration with people like this panel, this amazing panel. They inspire so many millions of people around the world. And, they go through the process of making people whole again from the fragmentation that society so imposes upon us. And we get into a space of continuously becoming something more. We get in this world what we are and not what we want, and that's a major principle. And as we experience the understanding of that, we become more, and then all of our lives become magical. And that's what this is about. That's the big why behind all this stuff. The fact that I need to, I love to, I want to, and it also creates financial freedom if you're good at it. So.
Thank you, Doctor. I gotta get the doctor out. Harrison. Thank you, Harrison. And I see that you have a lot of amazing speakers on here. I heard there's like 50 plus something speakers. So a lot of knowledge, guys. And if you go to the Easy Talk Live group, this is how we're gonna make sure we follow up with you guys. If you want to come to this event, we have a special link for you guys, and we got some cool little surprises. Me and Harrison, not Dr. Harrison, have been talking.
That's okay. You can call me that, Eric. You've called me that since I've known you, so you may you do that. I kind of enjoy it.
I'm just trying to be entertaining here on my show. Now, one other thing I want to do, guys, I want to edify. Now, I always talk about the bricks of success, the stepping bricks of success, because when you're building your castle, you want to have sturdy bricks and happy bricks. Okay, otherwise your castle falls and there's problems. So I'm gonna bring Mikey Adam Cohen to the stage here, as well as Sarah Lee, but I can only bring one person. But Mikey Adam Cohen is actually the person that introduced me to Harrison. Okay, and you have to appreciate the power of appreciation. Those that have helped you move into another direction. So, guys, you're watching this panel. You're seeing all this amazingness because of this man who doesn't have a background. He's got a green screen. He should have a background, but he still looks awesome, And I just want to say on stage, on air, Mikey, thank you for that introduction. It's really turned into some great stuff.
Sure. I mean, Harrison's been so incredible in my life. He actually gifted me to take his class, and it's been like the biggest blessing for me in my life. We were friends already. I had him on my summit, and I'm so proud of him and like all the wisdom, all the nuggets he shares, that I just want to know more. And every time I hear him speak, and his humor and his heart is just the best. So I can't thank him enough. And if he doesn't, I don't know if he receives this all the time, that we all really, really love him and care about him. But maybe we should all do like a group hug to Harrison right now, because we really, I mean, if it wasn't for you, none of this would be happening, and we're here to serve you as best as we can. And, we really love and admire you. Thank you, Eric, for
checks in the mail, Mikey. Thank you.
Wink, wink. Thanks.
You're welcome, Mikey. And so going in, so what we want to do next, guys, is for one, we're here to answer your questions if you have any, but I want to hear a little bit about what everybody's going to speak about on your stage. And I'm going to have to mute some people because we're going to get a little echo here if not, but one by one, we're going to go ahead and bring people to the stage. And I think we're going to kind of switch this around. We're going to go ahead and start ladies first with Sarah. Because Sarah is also a very big behind the scenes mechanism on this event. Sarah has done some pretty incredible things, and she works really hard. And like I said, I'm giving you the spotlight, Sarah. I told you I got your back, girl. All right, so talk about what you're going to be talking about on the stage so people know what they have to expect and coming to this event from you.
First, Eric, I owe you everything. So, or maybe someday I will, right? But Eric's a great fan of all of ours, and he's a great support, and he's a great speaker. So we love having him as part of our group. But one of the things that you said, and ask me the question again, I'm sorry, because I'm babbling on a little bit.
Well, you're going to be speaking on the stage as a speaker. So what are you speaking about?
I'm so sorry. Yes. So my topic specifically is fertile soil of the mind, how to prepare your mind to receive information, because as Doria said, and Doria said it perfectly, exactly the way I would have said it, in fact, is that the transformation happens in an instant. It happens like that. But most people don't hold on to that transformation and they wonder why. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that, preparing your mind to be in a place where you've created space, both mentally and physically, to receive that new information and start to take action. So yeah, that's my talk.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to that, right, guys? Go ahead and do your emoji clapping. And all right, coming up next, we have Dr. John DeMartini. Dr. DeMartini, we're going to go ahead and unmute your microphone. What are you going to be talking about on this wonderful event?
So often we take our time and distract our time by comparing ourselves to other people. And we put people on pedestals or pits and try to change ourselves into somebody we're not, or try to get others into somebody they're not. And that futility and distraction is not the highest priority action we could be doing. We're not here to compare ourselves to others and people on pedestals or pits. We're here to put them in our heart, not be distracted by them, and to compare our lives to our own highest priority actions that are deeply meaningful. So I'm going to be talking about how to do that, how to transcend the judgments and get on with the love, and how to be inspired. Every human being lives by a set of priorities. And whenever we live by the highest priorities, we spontaneously act. We don't need extrinsic motivation. Motivation is a symptom, never a solution for an inspired individual. And if we don't fill our day with high priority actions that inspire us, our life becomes, in a sense, a desperation. So I'm here not to show you how to conform or how to live in the herd. I'm interested in how being heard. You can't make a difference fitting in. You make a difference by standing out. And so I'm going to be showing them how to stand out, be authentic, be inspired, live by priority, delegate lower priority things so they can get on with doing something extraordinary on planet Earth. And to not, the magnificence of who we are is far greater than any fantasy we'll impose on ourselves. So how to transcend the fantasies of who we are and get true to authentic, where our body spontaneously acts and our life demonstrates what we're committed to, so we can get on with doing something profound.
Well said. I can't wait to am I not on mute? Okay, good. I'm good. I can't wait to hear you speak, John, and I'm sure everybody else watching right now is definitely going to want to support that. Thank you so much for coming on the stage. Guys, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Now, I just want you to know, when we do it the eZWay, we have a party, okay? There's an after party after the show, okay? It never stops. So we actually have another amazing show that is actually on our network that's going to be doing another show at 5:30 right after this. So we want to let you guys know about that continuance, which features Dr. Liddy, who is a celebrity attorney, and she is beyond amazing. So we're going to go to this little commercial break, let you guys know about that. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Dame Doria Cordova, find out what she will be saying on the Small Shift, Big Changes stage.
Hello, my name is Coach Tina Ramsey, and you are watching Easy Talk Live, brought to you by the eZWay Wall of Fame and eZWay.tv. If you're absolutely loving what you're seeing here with Easy Talk Live today, well, then you're going to be ecstatic about the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, which is following directly after Easy Talk Live today at 8:30 p.m. EST time with our amazing featured guests. We are extending you a personal invitation to come meet and connect with our amazing featured guests today on the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast right after Easy Talk Live. Bye.
And we're back. Easy Talk Live. You guys know how we do it the eZWay. We are going to be here with all these amazing experts, with all this amazing information. And I want to remind you to text invite to the number 59925. Text invite to 59925. If you ever want to go to any of our events or any of our expert related events, you can also go to the eZWay Wall of Fame, and you will see just so many amazing situations and stages, and it just never stops. You just click on blog and all the fun happens. It's like very magical. Like everything that goes down the eZWay is there. There's like all this gold carpet stuff and celebrities and panels and expertise. It's a lot of fun. All right, so coming up next, we have Dame Doria Cordova going to tell us a little bit about what she will be speaking about on the Small Shifts, Big Changes stage.
Well, one of my favorite conversations is around creating an economic engine around your life purpose, your mission. And that it sounds like a big change, but it actually can start with very small steps. So I will be talking about a bit about entrepreneurship, and then also about what our heart wants, a purpose. I mean, I've been working on this since 1977 when I met Buckminster Fuller. So I have had to really, I mean, every day is like a little step. It's a little step. And then every once in a while, something huge would occur, and then I would have to make a decision. But truly, it has been that moment to moment, day to day. And so I will focus a bit more on conscious, business, conscious capitalism, if you want to call it that, and also spiritual capital. So that will be the gist of my conversation.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Dame Doria. And you guys see right here on the screen, that's a little bit about Money on You, which she's the CEO of. Coming up next, we have Jennifer Huff going to tell us a little bit about what she will be speaking about on the Small Shifts, Big Changes stage.
Hi there, Eric. I seem to be having some problem with my video. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Yes?
It's called Internet and the Devil.
Well, let's put it this way, that on the Small Shifts, Big Changes program, which I cannot wait for, I have a couple of speakers that I even want to listen to, including Dr. John, who I haven't seen in ages. And one of the things that became really present for me in working with a lot of women all over the world is that there seems to be an issue with adrenals out there. So what we're going to be looking at is how to have more energy on less sleep. And how we do that when we look at aligning our reason for being born with our every step that we take in this world. And so, each of us is a piece of the puzzle of heaven on earth. And in operating from that level of alignment, what happens is there is less and less resistance in the body. With less resistance, there's less effort, less cortisol. And what we're looking at is really, what are the 5 changes? What are the 5 shifts that anyone can make now to have about double the energy on about 30% less sleep? So it's going to be a fun conversation. And I love that you had the doctor at the beginning of the show, because I used to run the largest holistic nutrition practice in Canada. And this is one of the things that I had to solve for myself. I almost died of chronic fatigue. So it's a big subject for me.
Yeah, I want to get you two together. I want to get you two doing a show together or something. You guys that'll be fun. All right, so coming up next, I believe the last, we have two more amazing experts. We're going to go ahead and bring Mikey Adam Cohen on. Mikey, go ahead and tell us, please, what you will be talking about on the Small Shifts, Big Changes stage.
Learning to accept yourself, learning to realize that 2020 is over. You have a clean slate. You can start something new, and you can really vibrate at that high frequency. You can also be sure that you take your life in stride. You more about inclusion and diversity and acceptance of one another, reaching out to one another, lifting each other up, really helping, listening, as I said, and inspiring each other. Is I think the new norm for 2021.
All right, thank you, Mikey. And last but not least, we saved our our awesome king of the throne here for the Small Shifts, Big Changes stage, Harrison Klein. What specifically are you going to be talking about as a speaker on the stage? I know you're executive producer and host and all this wonderful stuff, but as a speaker, what message are you going to be wanting to portraying to the audience?
Well, my life has actually been pretty miraculous in a bunch of ways because I'm a miracle child. I broke through some pretty heavy experiences and diseases. So I've learned through the experiences that I've had to open up my consciousness, to open up my heart. I love having fun. I love that it's fundamental to all things, basically, because play is part of the way the universe experiences itself. I love the fact that we can end suffering simply by understanding a certain couple of principles. There isn't very much to that. I love the fact that we can, in point of fact, just create new beingness in ourselves, create a whole new subconscious by changing our self-image. I love the fact that we can make a big difference in not only our lives, but in the lives of others, because as we change, the world is in relationship to us. We're not in relationship to the world. We're not something that's being batted around. Everything is coming from us. And as we understand this energy, as we understand that what's going on is coming from us, basically, or through us, whatever you want to call that, basically, that makes a difference in the way we conduct ourselves. So we have to create identity, or as we create certain principles and identity and in alignment and in karma and in the thoughts and images of our mind that changes our experience, we become something different than what we were before. And that's something different, if we do this right, creates a much bigger, better, more amazing you, because as John was saying, the magnificence of who we are is sensational, and it's bigger than anything we can imagine. Our imagination is dull compared to what we can become, and it's so beautiful that we have a heart, that we have a heart that loves, that we can tap into the glue that holds the entire universe together. We can tap into this experience of life-giving fountain that's erupting from all of us, that if we don't put our foot on the hose, the water comes through and this flow, because this happens. And so we get this sense of flow, and in this sense of flow, we are self-satisfied. We become self-actualized, we become self-satisfied, and our lives become something that is idealistic, and what we once thought was impossible to us becomes much more possible and able for us. So that's
thank you.
About.
Thank you, Harrison. I'm looking forward to hearing you and all these amazing speakers and the 50 other speakers that you guys haven't met yet. It's going to be a really spectacular, fun event. And I want to point out one comment that I thought was pretty cool. This show and panel have been a powerhouse of motivation. Thank you. I needed this today. Dara Valenti, thank you for sharing that. I needed this today. We were able to create a small shift and a big change in somebody's life today with this panel. So I just wanted to point that out. Thank you to all the awesome panelists on today's show. Appreciate you guys. Definitely want to have you back. I welcome you to the eZWay Wall of Fame, to our group. I hope that you guys will come into Easy Talk Live for any other additional questions, any other people that need small shifts and big changes in their lives. So Jennifer Huff, Dr. John DeMartini, Sarah Lee, Mikey Adam Cohen, Dame Doria, and Harrison Klein. Thank you so much for doing it the easy way today.
It was our pleasure. We love you, Eric. Thank you for having us.
I love you, Eric. Yeah. Come see us. Tickets are free.
Yay.
So guys, if you do want to come to the event, again, if you want to come to the event, text invite to 59925 or just go to the group. You see that eZWay. I mean, you guys know, if you follow us, we'll make sure we get you connected. So I appreciate you guys. God bless everybody out there. Thank you for tuning into another amazing. This was a special episode of Easy Talk Live. Shout out to all the eZWay family, and we will see you guys on the Small Shifts and Big Changes stage. Stay tuned for next week's event. It's going to be another spectacular event. Thank you so much, guys. You are awesome. And don't forget to go to Tina J. Ramsey's show, because I told you the after party, it continues. All right. So go to Easy Talk Live in the group. If you want to go there, we'll be putting it on the top of our page.
Eric,
thank you, everybody.
Eric, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Bye, everyone.
Dr. eZWay.
Bye, everyone.
Maybe I'll get a doctor title one day. Who knows? All right, guys, keep doing it the easy way. We'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Coach Tina Ramsey, and you are watching Easy Talk Live, brought to you by the eZWay Wall of Fame and eZWay.tv. If you're absolutely loving what you're seeing here with Easy Talk Live today, well, then you're going to be ecstatic about the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, which is following directly after Easy Talk Live today at 8:30 p.m. EST time with our amazing featured guests. We are extending you a personal invitation to come meet and connect with our amazing featured guests today on the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast right after Easy Talk Live. Bye.
3/30/2021 on Easy Talk Live. Today's 9-star guest lineup includes Dr. Tony Odonnell, Jennifer Hugh, Kara Scott Dentley, Dr. John DeMartini, Mikey Adam Cohen, Laura Langmeyer, Sarah Lee, Dame Doria Cordova, and Dr. Harrison Klein. Guest of honor, Harrison Klein is an award-winning personal growth transformationalist, wealth and business growth consultant whose mission is to personally change 1 million lives, connect conscious communities across the globe, and help entrepreneurs, salespeople, executives, coaches, artists, marketers, and healers build multi-million-dollar companies and achieve the best versions of themselves and reach
This is a great product. I know I've personally used it, and you want to talk about fight or flight mode and anxiety and stress, try to wear my hat, try to wear my shoes.
This is incredible. We've had so much success with the eZWay, helping families and people lose weight, lower their anxiety and stress. And we're going to be giving away some products to help those of you that haven't experienced or haven't heard about us. We have a keto on demand product that literally shifts your metabolic process into ketosis in less than 2 hours. Basically, you don't have to starve yourself for 4 days to reap the benefits of an all keto diet. We also have a hemp oil CBD product that's unparalleled in its absorption that helps turn off the fight or flight and allow you to shift into rest and digest.
If you're interested in what you just heard, text Zanesta to 55678. This episode of Easy Talk Live is brought to you by Zanesta. Get out of that fight or flight mode. Brain tap into your brain. And KTA Interactive Media. Get your brand on. And let's not forget newfound gold sponsor, the Dominionaire. You can always find these sponsors and many more by visiting our eZWay Wall of Fame. That's eZWayWallOfFame.com.
Easy Talk Live airs every Tuesday at 4 p.m. PST. Past celebrity guests include Andy McPhee, Anthony Anderson, Carl Weathers, Forbes Riley, Kevin Sorbo, Donna Loken, and Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side. Join us for conversations with celebrity guests on Easy Talk Live.
eZWay Network presents your favorite stars.
You're watching eZWay TV, powered by eZWayNetwork.com. Thanks for watching eZWay TV. Watch the full interviews and episodes at youtube.com/eZWay TV, where you can network yourself to success. Don't forget to subscribe, share,